Energy, guys, celebrate!
Hi guys, so we recently filmed a 3-day live event. This is our second year working with this team, and it's their biggest event of the year. Before heading to the venue, I captured some establishing shots. I already knew I wanted to come back at night when the venue lights were on. So I returned after filming that day. It was honestly a bit scary. No one was around and it was dark and windy, but it was worth it. Last year, we edited 107 videos. This year, we had 53 videos to deliver along with a 4 to 6 minute highlight video. It wasn't a next day edit, so there wasn't as much pressure. However, we also had a FOMO video, a 1-minute music style video that needed to be delivered on the last day of the event in the morning. I work on the FOMO edit whenever I had breaks during filming and finish it on day 2 before the gala. During a 2-hour break, I used footage from my B-roll camera, which was just one camera, and I don't need to sync any audio from my main camera or Zoom F3.
Good see, bro. I follow your Instagram. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Are you covering the event today?
Yes.
Nice.
The remaining videos were for speakers, 1 to 2 minute cutaways from their talks, enhanced with B-roll to tell a story. We created this offer because some speakers wanted content of themselves on stage for social media. Their leaders asked us if we could provide this, so we built a system where speakers could order through a link. We started offering this last year. This year, we increased our pricing, and we're grateful that 25 people still ordered. That's still a lot, but because of what we learned and failed at last year, we knew how to handle it better this time.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are back.
Yes.
I was trying to get Greg to get you guys at all the other ones. It's like, I'll just do the big events.
The real challenge was that some speakers had very technical talks with no personal storytelling. That made it difficult to create compelling videos for them. So we had to pull them aside for quick interviews. Caitlin listened closely to their talks and managed the timing. Most speakers had 2 to 15-minute slot. She built our internal schedule and knew exactly when to step in for interviews. If the speaker on stage hadn't purchased a video, one of our team would still stay inside to capture gimbal or creative shots while we handled interviews outside. We didn't know most of the speakers, so we had to track them, either visually, by where they were sitting or going after their talk, or by messaging them directly using their phone numbers. Caitlin handled the interviews, and she only had about 5 minutes per person.
Was that the best interview yet?
Best.
Come on.
Best. After each interview, we used that time to also capture their B-rolls.
2, 1, hug. Oh, that's so nice. One more time. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go for it.
We didn't interview everyone. Some already shared strong stories on stage, but most didn't, which kept us busy. For interviews, I used window light and the Holy Land Lark Mark II. I like the small form factor and simplicity, but one issue is that it can lose connection when the subject hugs someone.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I'm planning to upgrade to the DJI Mic 3. Let me know if you guys have that DJI Mic 3 and what you think about it. Since we didn't know most speakers, Caitlin coordinated everything through wireless intercom. She would let us know who was about to speak and who needed B-roll, basically who had purchased videos. She acted as our coordinator for the entire event. She had both the event schedule and our internal schedule, which we built during pre-production. We met with the team beforehand, and Caitlin stayed in constant communication with them about any changes. For filming, our setup include back cameras with tight and mid shots. We used the Sony FX3 with the 200 to 600mm lens as our main camera, connected to a Sennheiser AVX receiver so we could monitor audio from our Zoom F3 hooked into the AV soundboard. Our second camera was the Sony FX30 with a 70 to 200mm lens. I avoided wide shots that include the screen because I wanted to frame the speaker's full body while they move on stage. Since most deliverables were vertical, like 1082 by 1920, this framing made more sense. Only the highlight video needed to be in 4K. We also requested risers for better camera positioning. We also had a side angle using a Sony FX30 with a Sony 70 to 350mm lens. I love this lens, it's lightweight, and the full frame equivalent is 105 to 525mm.
Once we start going up there, would you prefer a walk or a run? Like what looks better for the B-reel and content?
Run.
Run?
Two of us focused on B-roll using gimbals. When speakers walked up on stage, one person followed from behind while the other covered from the front. I also captured establishing shots on a tripod for emotional storytelling, usually before the event ended. Here's one of my favorite part of the highlight video we produced using establishing shots to create emotional storytelling.
A death claim is not going to ease the grief, and it's not going to bring them back, and it won't. But I can tell you what it does. It gives me the time that I need to take care of myself.
Now, let's talk about how I captured audience reactions. I usually do this on day one while things are more relaxed. I take my B-roll camera, Sony FX3 with the Tamron 70 to 180mm. I stay near the front, somewhere in the middle, and pretend to film the speakers while staying low so I don't block anyone. After about a minute, I slowly turned and start capturing reactions from the audience. Caitlin, who is at the back, also cues us when parents are reacting while their kids are on stage. That's when we both focus on capturing those emotional moments. Those reactions are key to storytelling.
We go on trips, and like if I want to go on like an excursion or get something, they just say yes, and
we're their motivation. They don't stop because they know we're watching. They know that if they stop, we're gonna learn that we should give up, but we shouldn't.
So even with all our preparation and effort to manage both the events and the speaker orders, we still missed two people. These were leaders who purchased videos for their team members. We captured their speeches, but we didn't get interviews or B-roll for them. One of them had a strong message, and I was still able to build something from the speech. The other only spoke for about a minute and didn't share much of his story, which made it difficult to create a proper highlight. Thankfully, the leader didn't request a refund and we delivered the full speech instead. So guys, thank you for watching, and I will now play the highlight video.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the beautiful and majestic and historic Banff Springs, and the greatest hotel resort property in the country.
So far, would you say this has been a 10 out of 10 experience?
So I'm no longer single, guys. Sorry, I fell in love. I fell in love with Rita.
I feel like I'm in the clouds. Can you see me? Literally, we're beyond the summit.
A death claim is not going to ease the grief, and it's not going to bring them back, and it won't. But I can tell you what it does. It gives me the time that I need to take care of myself, and I'm able to make decisions for my life that are not defined by the cost, but by what is important for me. It makes my heart happy that he was the one who supported and helped me build this business in the beginning. And eventually, this business is the one that supported us over the last 8 years when he needed me the most. It's priceless.
She's one of our claims this last year. She's actually going through cancer treatment right now, and she's still here. So shout out to Stacy. Can we have her hand? What we do, guys, is incredible. Yes. But the opportunity we have here is just absolutely life-changing.
Both of my kids were pretty sick last year and had stuff going on. And when you break it all down, it just really comes down to like your health, the health of your family. It's being in a position where you can basically help yourself out and help your family out.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I love when I'm traveling and people say this. They say, oh man, you are so lucky that you get to do this, that you could travel and work abroad and all that. Wow, you're so lucky. But the thing is, it has nothing to do with luck. It was all part of the plan.
That's okay.
When you don't have a plan, you end up where you don't want to be.
And in the traditional society, when people see a wheelchair, they see limits. They see what you can do, but not here. Here, nobody focus on my wheelchair. They focus on my potential.
We do have a 50K watch for Mr. Daniel Petty. I'm like, here's your watch. And he's like, let's see it. Like, sure, here you go. Just inspiring.
I never imagined that the sacrifices I thought and the guilt that I carried because I was raising children in an office, because I was feeding them McDonald's every night, because I was not the perfect mom. When they were missing bedtimes, my kids don't know anything about bedtimes. They just go whenever mom and dad are finished. I would have never imagined that they will turn out to be the kids that you saw yesterday.
How do your parents show you how much they love you, even though they're super busy?
They work so hard because of us. We're their motivation. They don't stop because they know we're watching. They know that if they stop, we're gonna learn that we should give up. But we shouldn't.
But what was the most impactful? My mom approached me. My other two brothers couldn't attend, and she looked at me and she said, I'm so proud.
Watching our sons grow into the men, leaders, husbands, and fathers they are today has been the greatest reward of our lives.
So we are a young family with 4 kids, and they're 7 years old. And that's what exactly why this business is such been a blessing for us.
Your business can only grow as strong as your family, and strong families will build strong leaders.
Look what I made! It's cute, right? Thank you, guys. Come on, way.
But you're gonna see people this weekend from all different walks of life that have all found a way to be successful in this business. Allow yourself to think this very, very simple thought: if all of these different people can do this, then I can do this too.